happening on the statewide level. It's not that anyone thinks Temple's a bad place. Well, there might be those people, but that's not the broad-based reason. You know, it's not that the Commonwealth doesn't want to fund higher education or doesn't think the work that you guys are doing and our faculty are doing. No one thinks that that's a bad investment. Simply put, the money's not there. Pennsylvania has a $28 billion budget. They're facing a shortfall between $4 and $5 billion.
The main purpose, the main focus of today's event was really to gather attention and draw attention to the fact that we're trying to organize a rally in Harrisburg for the sake of higher education. The rally would be otherwise, like I said before, it's going to be held in Harrisburg, and it will be used as a way to show our legislators that we care about our education, that we need these higher education funds to help us pay for not only our tuition, but pay for the various resources that Temple has.
This is the first year this has happened. This has been 3 years in a row, and we haven't faced serious cuts like many state agencies have faced in recent years. So when you've already cut library funding, 20% or 30% or whatever it is, and funding for autism research, it's harder to cut those programs again. So the options are limited for elected officials in terms of where they're going to reduce expenses, and higher education, it's a lot of money that they invest.
I think the outcome of this event will really show these state legislators who Temple students are, the array of students that come here, and the different reasons how, the different ways that Temple students have got to this point. And that this funding really does make a difference to individual students, not just the university as a whole, so the university can run, but for individual students, for them to run their course of their life.
When you graduate and you try to get a new job, they're like, oh, right now if you graduate and you give a Temple degree, like, oh wow, you went to Temple. Like, oh wow, I know someone who went to Temple, or I went to Temple. But in a few years, if things go downhill, that degree may not mean as much as the degree means right now.
Funding goes down for our school, then there won't be as many programs on campus. Our school we won't be allowed to do as many things that we do for the community, and just the significance of our Temple name will go down. And if I come into a job handing them my resume with Temple on it, they're probably going to look at me like not take me as seriously, and that's a problem. I want them to take me seriously. I worked very hard here for the past 4 years, and I definitely want to be able to go out there and represent the Temple name very well and have it represent me just as in a positive light.
So what I think Temple students can do to help the situation is to go out to the rally, come out to the rally on February 15th from 8 a.m. to around 4 p.m. and help us by showing these state legislators their faces, showing the future generation of that Temple produces. That will be the future nurses, the future teachers, the future doctors of these state legislators currently and their families down the line. Go to www.temple.edu/government/talent and write their state legislators. It's very simple, it takes 30 seconds. If they wanted to write a more detailed letter, they could write it themselves on that format, but it automatically sends to their state legislator either in a printed version or an electronic version. Those are the two best ways that I know that students can get involved and help voice their concern about this issue, and also let those who make these decisions hear their voice.